Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in this world. This is Hedge and Lee with a morning update for Bitcoin. Okay, so yesterday during the midday update, I put up these fractals where the wedge pattern looked like maybe it was repeating. So here we have the first wedge, and that broke down, and we have the second wedge. It looked like we were going to do a break, decisive break of the neckline, but the wedge pretty much contained the price, and the price broke down. So the key question then is, what is the next likely scenario? Well, continue looking at the fractal. When price broke down, this fractal had one, two, so it had two peaks, one, two, and declined below the peak, second peak. If we zoom in, so we have the first peak, second peak, using proportionality approximation to the fractal, we may get somewhere around 8,300 as an approximate. Downside target. There'll be a variance to this. Maybe it'll go to 8,200. Maybe it'll be as high as 8,350. I don't know. But somewhere in this range. So after the first peak, second peak, it'll probably decline. Now, it's also important to consider Elliott waves. From this, one can count 5 waves up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And these 5 waves are followed by an ABC. And that means that we need to draw this into an ABC, for example, like this. A, B, and C. I have a lot of lines. I'm going to get rid of some lines. So if this is ABC, I'd like to see how much of the C has already been done. So here we are on 30 minutes. That's very interesting. Perhaps C may not have to go all the way down here now, which something I rarely do is I go to 15 minutes. I can see a lot more details on the waves. So what kind of an ABC do we have here? Let's see. We clearly have 5 waves down. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So if A has 5 subwaves, what kind of an ABC is that? Called a zigzag. 5, 3, 5. B has always 3 subwaves. A, B, and C. So we have the 5 for A, 3 for B, and 5 for C. Let's count the 5 subwaves of C. So if we count the subwaves of C, one, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we have the 5, 3, and 5 for ABC. This tells me that maybe the C is done. If the C is done, that'll be very interesting. However, you have to keep in mind that this whole ABC is quite likely subwaves of larger A working on B, and we may work on then the C wave down here. The reason why I feel that is because I don't think this correction is this quick. But more importantly, I'm seeing more of a second wedge being formed right here. And this could be the end of the B wave. And then we'll see 5 waves down for the C wave. So we'll see. Let's see what happens. It all depends on how high this B goes. So here's a big picture aspect that I had also put out yesterday. And here in this scenario, price did temporarily break to 89.95, the neckline, but came right back under. And if he wants to try one more time, it'll have to stay decisively. The neckline has to be decisively breached in order to hit these targets, the minimum target of the head and shoulders as well. So left shoulder and the right shoulder could be done, could have been done. One more low. One more low below the neckline, the blue line here. And then he might try one more time to breach it. But that breach has to be decisive. Price has to remain above that line, the neckline. So I guess let's see how the price acts during today. and see if this inverted head and shoulders can be confirmed. We thought it was confirmed potential yesterday, but since price came back underneath the neckline, it was not a decisive breakout. Today and tonight, we should be able to get a lot better clue as to in which direction price will want to go. All right, I hope this has been helpful. Please let me know if you have any questions, and be free to you're more than welcome to comment. I'll be happy to respond. Thank you.